guys, it's Kelly. I am back with another layout that I have made with a bunch of different stuff from various kits and my stash. And the inspiration for this layout are those two black and cream strips that you see me messing with at the bottom of the page. When I was putting away all of my supplies into an Eyers container that I keep all of my leftover hip kits in, those two pieces of paper fell just like they are now, and I liked the way that it was a layered continuation of the design. And so when I saw that, I knew that I wanted to do that, and for me, this layout is one of my favorite ways to, showcase pattern paper. And so I knew in my head that this is what I wanted to do. So since it had such a darker feel with the black, I knew that I wanted to actually do a masculine looking layout. And I've done quite a bit of layouts of my son that have more feminine colors, but it is nice to every now and then, make a more masculine feeling layout for him. So I just, fuss around with this, and pardon my head. I like to just get it straight, especially since to me that is one of the focal points of my page. And this photo is a selfie that I took of my son and I. We were by ourselves. My husband had taken my daughter to a college softball game, so I took him out to eat, and we just had like a mother-son date and just had fun with that. Back my photo with something that would not add any more colors or patterns to this, and I wasn't sure if I wanted it to be kind of that white tissue paper or vellum. And I decided just to go with vellum. I've been in a kick lately of backing my photos and popping them up on foam tape, and I'm sure it's a phase, and I'm sure at some point I'll get tired of it, but right now I'm really enjoying it, and I really like the way that I can tuck the tag underneath the photo but still be on top of the pattern paper. So I definitely liked the black doily better, and I thought it added a much needed pop to this page. Sorry, I am still getting over bronchitis and dealing with congestion and a bad cough, so I'm trying to get through this without scaring you off with my coughing. So one of the things that I'm struggling with this layout is there's trap space to me above the title cute, and I want to fill it, but I don't want it to be, filled with a bunch of stuff, and I don't want it to look like I was just trying to throw stuff in it. I love the way that the photo kind of nestles in between the T and the E. It just kind of, brings everything together right there. So I am starting to like the way that it's looking, and in just a second you'll see I'm just going to go ahead and stick it down because I know that that is something that I want to keep. And right there you see me rip my doily, and fortunately I'm able to salvage it. I decided to see if I could make it work on the lower cluster with the strips, and I was able to get it adhered down to where you have to be hard pressed to, you have to know it's there basically to see the tear. And I was so mad at myself. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I have a love affair with doilies. So I don't want to waste any of them. So the Daily Flash chipboard hearts, I wouldn't have necessarily thought that they would have gone really well with this, but they had this wood grain heart, and it just pulled that wood grain strip of paper, and it just, and plus the Pink Fresh Studio wood enamel pieces, and I just thought it was really great addition, and I liked the way that it looked. So I was pleased that those worked out so well. So I'm trying not to go overboard with the hearts, but what I want to do is, with the tag, it introduced a little bit of red, and I like to have things flow around the page, and I like to have them in either, up top and down at the bottom, like in a diagonal line, or, straight up and down, or in a visual triangle. And I did not want a bunch of red on the page. So what I was trying to do is figure out what I could do with that red heart, the red writing on the tag. And what I will eventually do is just pull out a red enamel dot, and that'll complete that triangle. Because, with the black doilies, that creates a line. Plus, if you count the embellishment that has the arrow that says these moments, that makes a visual triangle as well. So I just didn't want it to look like it was, just putting down embellishments just to put them down. I wanted things that made sense, like either that pointed into the photo or the title, or that went with the theme. So I just pulled out this natural kind of jute just to put into that reinforcer. I usually like my tags to have either some kind of ribbon or twine. And I went looking and I found these wood brads in my stash. They are from the Close Knit collection. And I am able to get one of these onto the page, and it says love. And I just really liked the way that it brought that yellow, the yellows between that Dear Lizzie and the Wonder collection, that cute, the title, that word, and then the Close Knit. They're not exactly 100%, but they work so well together that it was just nice to be able to get something else used. And these tiny text words from Cosmo Cricut, I have had these for ages, and they just really worked well with this page. I felt like the color worked well with that Amy Tangerine tag, and it also worked well with the Pinkfresh Studio wood veneer. And so the words that I pull out are us, you and me, and I love you. So I'm trying to get this one that says you and me to fit, and I decide that my brad needs to be moved over just a little bit. So I decided to bite the bullet and take the brad up and move it, and just put the sticker over top of the hole. And I'm glad that I did it, but it took me a little bit of playing around to try to figure out exactly how I wanted it. Because, you don't want to just stick another hole in your page, especially if you're not going to be able to cover it up. That's the only downside with brads. But I was able to make it work. So I pulled out these Crate Wonder shapes. They're glitter shapes. They come in circles, triangles, and squares. And I've seen this from other people as well, just cutting the squares in half and using them as photo corners. And I decided to use just 2 on this just to frame it and keep that in that downward direction that everything is going in. And at this point, I'm getting close to the end. I add some mist, and I do put my journaling underneath the photo, and a subtitle at the very end, but you can see it in the close-ups. And I will have all of my supplies listed on my blog as well. So thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and if you have any questions about what I did, please leave me a comment, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks again, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.